Here we are again.
Hi, everybody.
We're still having a couple of technical difficulties, so we're going to do the first WineStream pre-recorded, and we'll upload it.
Yeah.
But we've got pretty much all the equipment we need. We've got it almost figured out, so we'll be coming live in no time at all.
Right. So, welcome to WineStream Barcelona.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm Elizabeth Perry, in case you guys are not aware of who we are.
Yes, and Farley Duvall.
Right.
So you probably recognize us from Barcelona Live.
Right. Yeah, we thought we would share with you a little bit about the region that we live in, because we're in smack dab in the middle of a really nice wine growing region called Penedes, outside of Barcelona, in Catalonia mostly.
Yeah, and in fact we were talking about this earlier. Vox is passing the WineStream over to us, and it's actually kind of funny because I think all of the WineStreams that he has done have actually been either at our house or in Spain. So it actually fits pretty easily with what we're doing, and we're looking forward to drinking our way through the Penedes region.
Right.
It's we need to figure out if it's bigger than Sonoma and Napa. It's got so many wineries that we could spend weeks and weeks and weeks, which is good news for all of us.
Right.
But they grow reds, they grow whites, they do cava, rosés, so we've got quite a bit of diversity here. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I would say that probably if you guys have ever been to Barcelona, you've probably tried cava. It's like the Penedes or the Catalonian champagne. We'll talk about that on another show more, but it's probably most well known for the cava, this region. That's what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some great reds, but yeah, cava is pretty big. You're probably right about that.
Yeah. So maybe we'll start with the whites. What do you think?
Well,
let's
talk about why we chose Sumarroca for our first one. If you want to talk for a minute, I'll open my bottle here.
Okay.
Oh, and we were about to say I'm much more of a red wine drinker, so probably most of my commentary will be either on red wine or cava I enjoy too.
Right, and I'm the white. I usually drink whites, so don't ask me why. I just maybe it's the tannins or something in the reds that I don't tolerate as well. But in any case, so Sumarroca, interesting. The way we discovered it is actually it belongs to our neighbor's family. Their name is Sumarroca, obviously.
Yep.
And they have what they call Sabartis estate, which is very close by, where we had an event in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Maricé's a good friend, and she introduced us to the place, and we loved it. So we wanted to share with you. Really something very local for us.
Yeah, our neighbor's 3 doors down.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent quite a bit of time at their main estate, a beautiful place about 30-40 minutes away. So let's start with the white, and this is a Blanc de Blanc called Blanc de Blancs, which it's unusual because usually these grapes are found in cava, but they're pretty much all local grapes, found on the actual property of Sumarroca, which is not always the case. Sometimes they bring in grapes from elsewhere. Right. Sumarroca, actually, in all of their marketing, they talk about a couple of things: that they're an organic only producer,
right,
and that all of the wines are produced on their properties.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess even when they do blends, they're all from their own grapes.
Right. I think with the exception of the Muscat, which is interesting too, because this is a very it's a white, and and I know for a fact it's not a sweet wine. but it's got muscat in it, which is really well known for dessert wines. It's usually a very floral grape, whatever. And then the other one is Macabeo, which is another one. It's a Catalonian origin. And then Parellada. And then something that's very difficult to pronounce is Jarello. And those are all Catalonian grapes. So we're going to try this guy. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Doesn't have much of a nose. It doesn't have much of a, very dry. I mean, it's almost like a Sauvignon Blanc or like a, like a Pinot Grigio. It's very herby.
Kind of pale color.
Yeah, and very pale. Doesn't have much in the way of body, but it's really nice. It's very refreshing. I guess I would drink this probably with like fish or something. Like I wouldn't do this for my daily drinker. But those of you who like Sauvignon Blanc, it's really interesting. Has a little bit of a floral taste also, but mostly it's like grasses and herbs and stuff. So that's my white for today. I would recommend it.
Good for a hot day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to start a scale of some kind. And we need to think a little bit about it, because what we want to do, I think, is record all of the wines that we are reviewing and the grades we give them. So I don't know if we want to do a Parker kind of thing, which goes up to 100, I guess.
Wow.
We have to think about that, but we'll come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back to our scoring. We'll be the Siskel and Ebert of Catalonian
Is
wines.
it 2 thumbs up?
I would say a thumbs up.
Okay.
For me. Dog.
Okay. So then I guess we talk about the red now. This one in particular is they call it the Sumarroca Classic Negre. It's a 2018, so it's a young wine. It's about 12% alcohol, so it's medium. A little heat there, but not as powerful as some of the ones that I typically drink.
Yeah, this one's only 11%, but I guess that's pretty high too, right? No?
13 is getting pretty high. 11, 12 it's average. It's okay. But this one is a blend, and in fact, I've seen this particular one compared to like the Bordeaux blend. It's the Spain equivalent, and it's combining 3 grapes: a Cabernet, a Merlot, and then a Tempranillo, which is Spain's most common grape. They use that in so many of their classic wines. So this one, I've actually got it chilled a little bit because it's hot today, and it's kind of more refreshing that way.
Now, do they do that? I mean, that's a question that I really don't know the answer to. How common is it in the summer to chill a red wine?
Yeah, it seems fairly common, because we were just at a restaurant the other night and ordered the house red, and it came chilled, which was actually a pleasant surprise, because when it's really hot and you go out and eat something, even if it's red wine, it's kind of nice to have it a little cooler than maybe what would be a normal drinking temperature in a fine restaurant. I don't know. I prefer it, and maybe some of the connoisseurs would say, "Oh,
you're not supposed to
flavors
chill
on the
the
nose."
blah blah blah." Yeah.
But I don't drink wine to describe it in flowery language. And I wouldn't even say that I'm necessarily a typical connoisseur. I know what I like, and I drink it.
Yeah.
and I'm happy to try new things and drink them. But if we don't like them, we typically just move on. So yeah, this one, if you look at it, it's pretty deep color. It's also 12%. So it's medium. I've had this one before, and I like it, even though I'm tending to drink a lot more Priorates lately, which is kind of like an American Zinfandel, really strong, bold. But hold on, and I'll tell you. I know this one's been described as having, the ripe cherry color and intense fruity aromas, raspberries, jammy, blah, blah, blah. I guess I agree with that. At the end of the day, I like this one. I think it ticks most of my boxes for being, strong without overpowering. I could drink this with a steak. I could drink it with salmon.
Does it taste is there any like green, or is there any sort of banana after?
No, it's pretty smooth. Pretty dry, but a little bit of enough fruit that it tastes good.
Yeah?
You don't forget it. And some of the Spanish wines, the Riojas especially, have that almost, they're so dry that, your mouth just goes bonkers. Don't like that so much. But this one, I would say 1.5 thumbs up.
1.5? Wow, you seem generous.
I got a half somewhere. It's good.
Good. Well,
we were going to talk about what we're going to do, and how we're going to do this.
Yeah,
how often we're going to do it.
Well, I think we'd like to hear from you guys on what sort of things you are looking for. Maybe you have some suggestions. Maybe you've been here. Maybe there's a wine you'd like us to taste.
Yeah, we can take requests.
And we'll take requests, definitely.
We're going to put the email address at the end of
in the notes.
In the notes.
Yeah.
So, feel free to suggest or tell us we suck. I don't care.
Yeah.
We just want to hear from you guys. We've got, like we said at the beginning, there's so many places we can taste from here. I think the next one we're probably going to do another local powerhouse called Taurus.
Yeah.
We've been there several times. We've organized events there. We have had lunch with Vox and Space Bunny there. So it's one of our favorites. They do also some really nice whites and reds. So we've got a couple of good ones to show you. And
and I think we'll do a pretty serious Cava tour, because I think Vox and Space Bunny want to be a part of that. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely do the Cavas. There's a long list of things, and I think it'll be fun to discover some of these things together, like to try things we've never had, and just share the joy.
And we do have our daily drinkers, so we're going to try and, even if it's a short wine stream, we're going to try and find a time where we can get on live that everyone can kind of get accustomed to, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much a good chunk for today, maybe.
Yeah, that's start for
minutes. Now. So thanks for joining us, everybody, and we hope to see you again real soon. Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to the wine stream.
Here's to the wine stream. See you again next time.